Well, if there's one thing that's for certain, change is the only constant in life, whether it's for better or worse. And let's face it, that can be really stressful, especially for women. With that said, it's important to know how to best navigate through everything that's thrown our way. Here with more on her latest book, Brave Transitions, and how it can teach ladies to minimize their stress is author Katie Snap. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You bet. First, let's start with your book, Brave Transitions. Tell us about it.
Well, this was written for women that are looking to go through a transition or change, whether it be at work or in their private life, where they're feeling a little bit stuck and they want to move themselves through it just a little bit more.
And it seems as if we're always going through transitions.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And the key is not to avoid it. The key is to figure out how to move yourself through it effectively.
Okay.
In a way that you maintain your composure, which is especially difficult sometimes for women.
Right.
So it keys in just a little bit more to how to maintain that confidence.
Why did you decide to write this book?
I noticed having worked with men and women over the last couple of decades, a little more, and especially with women most recently, that women were telling me that they were anxious over something that was in front of them, whether it was something personal, like suddenly they were having the empty nest syndrome, or they were trying to get a new position as in their job, and they felt like they were being, criticized in order to get it. So I wanted to give them some of the tools that I knew would work for them, most of which are taking themselves through their thought process and what's holding them back, what tends to be going through that brain of theirs that they know is not true, but they listen to it. So.
Exactly. Always the back of your mind, always worrying about what ifs.
Yes. Yeah.
So your book, we were talking about it a little moment ago, that it's kind of like a journal. You're asking questions and having the reader kind of reflect on what they're going through.
Right. I ask them powerful questions. I give them a chance to answer it. I do think that the process of change can be in stages. It's never the same twice, but there are general patterns to change. There's ups and downs, and when we know which part we're in, we can ask ourselves, how are we behaving? Is there something that I know I'm telling myself that's not true? Is there something I need to be looking forward to? I also talk quite a bit about loss and letting go, so that when you let go of the previous phase, you're more likely to embrace what's in front of you.
You can move on.
Exactly.
And be excited about the change.
Yes, why not?
Yeah. So tell me, who would this really help out? What big topics do you hit on in this book?
I hit on managing personal life changes, like a divorce, like moving, like having change in your family, like you've had kids. But I really focus quite a bit as well on what happens in the workplace. Do you feel like you're stuck? Do you feel like you want to move on to a different job? Are you not happy with what you're doing? You feel like you're not valued, those sort of things.
So a lot of people can relate, or a lot of women can relate to this.
I think so, yeah.
Do you think it's harder for women to deal with change than men?
Women do it differently. I'm not saying that men are great at it and women are not, but women tend to beat themselves up just a little bit more. They may find themselves not moving through something quite as quickly because they're reflective. Women are very introspective. And so I find that can sometimes help if you turn it into the right direction.
Okay. So, a lot of times women don't like to talk about their feelings and how they're going through changes. Well, I'm thinking more, you talk about what you're going through, but you don't talk about the end result. You just, vent to your,
so true.
Maybe your coworkers about, oh, I'm tired of this, I'm tired of that, I don't know what to do. But you never reflect on what this can do, like later on in life, how this can change your life. Do you think your book's going to do that, to get them through these transitions? Not only a place to vent, but to give them the push.
Yes. Yes, because one of the exercises to look forward to not only what you're letting go, but what can replace it that can be good. It might not seem like it's going to be positive, but if we look at it in a light that is, and use one another, use our girlfriend network to move through it, that's one of the coping strategies.
That's a great idea. Now, you also have a website.
I do, skirtstrategies.com.
And is that similar to the book?
The book is mentioned on it, and so if you want to know more about the book, there is also a book signing. It's open to the public tonight.
Yeah, you have a launch party tonight.
A launch party tonight at the Albuquerque Country Club at 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. It's a drop by if you would like. We're going to have some giveaways and some things to to drink and eat.
Oh,
and that
perfect.
Sort of thing.
I mean, why not? And you get to chit chat with your
Why not?
girlfriends while you're
That's
there,
what I
right?
think.
Go buy the book, go chit chat with your girlfriends. Tell me about your website. What exactly is it, and what does it provide for women?
The website is intended to be a source of tips and techniques for women on the go.
Okay.
Fast training bits, blogs, videos, a lot of skills that have to do with women in the workplace. That's mostly for women in the workplace, especially those that are in positions of influence or leaders. So there's some self-confidence, some conflict management, some decision making, how to build a team, how to set clear goals, things like that.
What do you hope women get from your book and from your website?
I hope they get clarity. I hope they get a sense of self-confidence. I hope they get the feeling that what they're going through is completely natural. It's just the way that you manage it can certainly be done more cognitively,
Right.
and in a way where you see it as a positive, even though change can be painful.
Scary.
Yes, we also say change leads to growth.
That's
So
true. All right, real quickly, your launch party again is tonight?
Tonight at Albuquerque Country Club down here in the Country Club District, 4 to 6 p.m., and we welcome you to come by. We'll have books. If you'd like one as a gift for the holidays, it's a great gift
Perfect.
for a woman that might be going through a change.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning,
You bet.
Katie.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. For more information on Katie's book, her website, and the launch party today, go to our website, krqe.com, and we'll be right back.